Now students, we have to understand here that how to solve the network of capacitors. And in theory we have already understood that if a number of capacitors are connected in series, then what is the resultant capacitance? And in the same manner, if a number of capacitors are connected in parallel, then what is the resultant? Now we will be given some number of questions in which, some examples in which series and parallel combinations together are given, and we have to identify that which part of the circuit is in series and which part is in parallel. So let us start with this question here. In this question, all the capacitors in the network shown in the figure are of 20 microfarad each. This is the value of each capacitor. The battery connected provides potential difference of 100 volt. Battery value is 100. What should be the effective capacitance of the circuit and total charge? So the circuit diagram is given already. In this we can see C1, C2, C3, C4 capacitors are given, and each is of the value 20, 20, 20, 20 microfarad, and they are connected from here with 100 volt battery. Now we have to identify here that which part is in series and which part is in parallel, and accordingly we will apply the answer formula for the net capacitance. So first of all, we have to find out that between which points we have to find the net capacitance. So always wherever the battery is connected, that 2 points are the points between which we are finding the net capacitance. We can name these points A and B. Now between A and B we have to find the net capacitance. Now carefully understand that the procedure, that how we find out that which part is in series and which part is in parallelly connected. Let us start now. What we have to do, first of all, we have to start taking a charge from the battery's positive, that means from A point. Then if the charge gets divided, that means that part of the circuit is parallel, and if the charge flows through number of capacitors same, if the same charge flows through number of capacitors, then that all capacitors are in series. So let us start now, and at last we have to return the charge back to B. So suppose from the battery's positive, that means 100 volt, we are entering a charge here, Q. Now what happens, as soon as Q reaches here, then it has to get divided, because two branches or two paths it is getting. So some part will move here and remaining part will move ahead. Now we have to continue taking the charge so that we finally find out till point B the total charge. So we have entered Q charge, it is getting divided here, some part is moving in C1 and remaining part is moving in C2. Then suppose Q dash part is entering here, so here the charge will continue flowing through C3 and the same charge will continue flowing through C4. That means whatever charge has entered in C2, it will flow in C3 and it will flow in C4. That means C2, C3, C4, the same charge is flowing. Then again the charge from here and charge from here will get added and will be returned back to the battery. That means we have seen here whatever charge is flowing in C2, C3, C4, that is same. And if the same charge flows through number of capacitors, so that branch is in series. So these three capacitors are in series. So what we do, we start solving wherever we are confirmed about series and parallel. So here C2, C3, C4 are in series. Now how to solve the series combination of the capacitors? We have the reciprocal addition for the series combination that says if we have to find the answer of C2, C3, C4 resultant, then it is 1 by C dash. Suppose we call the answer of these three, that the net answer of these three as C dash, then 1 by C dash equal to 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 plus 1 by C4. Let us put the values 1 by 20, 1 by 20, 1 by 20. LCM is 20, so 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3 in the numerator. This way 1 by C dash is obtained. Now at last we have to again reciprocal it so that we get C dash, the net answer. So C dash is 20 by 3. It was 3 by 20, so it will become 20 by 3. Now after getting the answer of any part of the circuit, we have to replace the three capacitances by single capacitance. So what you do, in place of these three, you have to draw a single capacitor, name it C dash, and the value you have to write 20 by 3, which is obtained as the net answer. And remaining circuit you draw as it is. So battery is here only, then C1 is here only, and then C2, C3, C4 are replaced by the single capacitor C dash. Okay. After this, now again we will start understanding from the charge taken from the battery. If the charge Q is taken from here, suppose Q dash moves in the upper branch, Q minus Q dash in the lower branch, then Q dash from here, Q minus Q dash from here, total charge Q will again be returned back to the battery. That means now what about these two capacitors? Here was the charge same or was the charge distributed? So you can see in these two capacitors the charge was distributed and then added again. Since C and C dash are in parallel, and for the capacitors the answer of the parallel combination is obtained by direct addition of the capacitors. So net answer or C equivalent answer is 20 by 3 plus 20. Let us take LCM, so it will become 80 by 3. So final answer is 80 by 3 microfarad. So we have solved this way the net capacitance. So let us revise the procedure. We have to take charge from batteries positive. If the branches appear, then it will get divided, and till the time it flows same, that means that part is series, and if the charge gets divided, that means that part are in parallel. In series we get the answer by reciprocal addition, and in parallel we get the answer by direct addition. So this way capacitance is obtained. And next step is that if total charge is also asked, then total charge formula is total C into total V. Total C is 80 by 3 micro and total V is 100. This way the final answer will become 8000 by 3 microcoulomb. So this is the answer obtained for the charge and capacitance. We will be practicing more questions of networks. Students, now we have the second question related to network of capacitors. So the question is, find the net capacitance between A and B. So you can see that we have a number of capacitors C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. They are connected between A and B point. Now in this battery is not shown. We have to simply find the net capacitance between A and B point. So the procedure is similar. We have to enter the charge from A till the time it flows same, that means series, and if it gets divided means parallel. So if we enter a charge from point A, then here the charge will get divided. Now let us talk about this upper branch. Whatever charge will enter in this C2, same charge will flow in C3, same charge will flow in C4 and it will reach again the junction. This is called the junction. So since in C2, C3, C4, at least this is confirmed that the same charge is flowing. That's why these three are in series combination. And because they are in series combination, so we can find their answer by reciprocal addition. So suppose the net answer of these three is C dash. So let us find C dash. So 1 by C dash equal to 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 plus 1 by C4. Put the values 4, 2, 4. This answer after taking LCM will become 1 by 1. That means C dash is 1 microfarad. Now once we have solved any part of the circuit, we will redraw the circuit and we will replace the three capacitors, that means the solved part, by single capacitor. So we have replaced it. So one part should be connected to this junction and one part should be connected to this junction. So this way this capacitor's one part is there only and the another part is there only. This way we have to replace. Now after that let us talk about this branch, that means in this circuit. Again let us take the charge from A. Now the charge will get divided here, but whatever charge will flow through C6, same will flow through C5. That means C5 and C6 are in series. We will solve it again in the same manner. Let us call now the net or resultant of it C double dash. So 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 means 3 by 4. So C double dash will be 4 by 3. Don't forget, every time whenever you solve the series combination, we will always get the answer of 1 by C first. And we have to again reciprocal it to get it C, net C. So this way every time we have to again reciprocal it in series. So C double dash is 4 by 3. Now we will replace these two C5, C6 by single capacitance C double dash. Now this circuit is left with only 3 capacitors. Now think about these 3 capacitors. Can you easily identify which part is in series and which part is in parallel? Or you take the help of again charge procedure. If the charge is taken from A, entered from A, it will get divided. Some part in C dash and some part in C double dash, and then again total charge will be obtained at B. So always we have to enter the charge from A and we have to get it back at B point. So this way, since the charge gets divided in C dash and C double dash, so both are in parallel, the net answer of these will be obtained by direct addition. So 1 plus 4 by 3, answer is 7 by 3. 7 by 3 microfarad. Let us call it C triple dash. Now again we have replaced this part which we have solved as parallel by C triple dash. So C triple dash is 7 by 3. That means after A point C1 is present and then simply C triple dash, that means 7 by 3 is present, and then B point is present. So now C1 and 7 by 3 C triple dash, you can see how they are connected in series or in parallel. Take the help of charge. If we enter the charge from A, whatever charge flows from C1, same charge flows from C triple dash and exits at point B. So they are in series because same charge flows. Series means reciprocal addition. So 1 by 4 plus 1 by 7 by 3. 1 by 4 plus 3 by 7, LCM 28. So this way numerator solved. So 19 by 28 is obtained as 1 by C net. So C net answer will be 28 by 19 microfarad. So whatever unit is available, it may be microfarad, it may be picofarad. You don't have to use it anywhere. You have to simply write it at last in case of capacitance answer.